Has this ever happened to you? It has? Well, don't worry, because I am here to teach you how you should be playing SCP-173. Alright, before we get into the guide, I think I need to explain a little about who SCP-173 actually is. Hold it right there. If you have ever heard of SCP before, you know who SCP-173 is. I don't need to explain to you who 173 is. This is the most popular SCP of all time. You understand its Weeping Angel mechanics. You understand that it snaps necks. I don't need to go into this. I could go into detail about how 173 is one of the only SCPs that has an actual one-shot ability, something that every other SCP fails to have. But I won't, because you already know all of that. No, instead, I need to focus on something a little more niche. Did you know that out of all 7 of the playable SCPs in this game, only 3 of them have no ambient audio? And one of them just so happens to be our adorable little peanut itself. This means that as 173, you are completely capable of hiding from your enemies, and they would be none the wiser. 173 also has the ability to blend in with its surroundings really well. To demonstrate this, I think we should play a little game I invented called Where is 173? Take a look at this picture right here. Do you see 173? How about now? Didn't think so. So, 173 happens to be a master in hiding from its enemies. Works best in the dark, where nobody can see it, and lays hazards around, disrupting the human classes. All of this can only mean one thing. That's right, SCP-173 is a stealth class. I mean, it makes perfect sense when you think about it. 173 works best when no one is looking at it. So, as a 173 player, you're going to want to spend as little of your time as possible within the enemy lines. Ideally, the only time those poor humans should see you is when you're about to snap their neck and send them raging back to spec chat. But when you're not successfully infiltrating your enemy's back line, what should you be doing? After all, there won't always be an attacking force to skillfully eliminate. Well, it should be obvious. You gotta get shitted! SCP-173 has some bowel problems. I'm not sure if he has Crohn's disease or just plain old IBS. All I know is that 173 really needs to shit all the time. And as a 173 player, you should be allowing yourself to. Shit next to the elevators. Shit in front of 914. Shit next to Nuke. Go down to Nuke. Turn on the Alpha Warhead, blow up the facility, shit next to the elevators again, shit everywhere. Your shit is essential to your team's success, because unlike you, most of your team is slower than the average D-class trying to avoid dog. If a human steps into your excrement, they slow down, and that lets your slow-ass team catch up to what would have been a very alive human. You are mandatory, but you are also vulnerable. Yes, you have the single highest HP stat in the game, but that doesn't mean anything when you literally can't dodge bullets. They had to balance 173 somehow, and they did that by making him the most stationary sitting duck in the pond. If you happen to get noticed by over 4 people, you can kiss your HP goodbye, because you are not getting out with less than 1k damage dealt. Thankfully, Northwood invented the breakneck button, that lets you go at Mach 20 across the facility. When you're in breakneck, there's only one force that can match your speed, and it requires an IV drip of medkits and painkillers to sustain. This breakneck ability lets you scout out for humans your team may have missed, and sometimes it can actually win you the game. Look at this clip. For some reason, my team had decided to go to surface rather than turning off the nuke. Wait, 9 people? No, we go to surface, We thought it was a good idea at the time, but chaos spawned, and that didn't work out too well for my other 2 teammates. It was all up to me, but both elevators were sent down. I had no other option but to wait for them to come back up. To avoid taking damage, I go into breakneck and start dodging bullets left and right. I just barely managed to squeeze into the elevator with but a fraction of health I had left, but I had lived. Just don't ask who actually won this game. Yes, breakneck is an amazing tool defensively, but what if you wanted to use it offensively? Well, have no fear, breakneck is still viable. See this clip. I was getting clowned on, but I just managed to squeeze through the elevator and show them what for. I fucking hate that I wrote that. Yes, Breakneck sure is powerful. However, no good thing can come without its drawbacks. In Breakneck mode, you, ironically enough, aren't able to break anyone's necks. I could not tell you the amount of times I've seen a new 173 player struggle to press the shift button before snapping onto someone in this game. It is astounding how many people don't just read the little info guides Northwood has generously provided us with. I mean, come on, I wouldn't be making this video if people already knew how to do all this. Right? Oh, also, did you know that if you run into glass while in Breakneck, you break it? Pretty cool. I'm getting sidetracked. I think it's time to focus on some of 173's weaknesses. If you are chasing someone and they are looking at you, I beg you, please let go of the W key. I just fucking fell off the map. I know it might sound counterintuitive, but you can teleport. You do not need to have that thing pressed down. It's only gonna cause you trouble. 173 is somehow the most and least mobile SCP in the game. You're basically only fast whenever you don't need to be, and literally can't move when it matters most. As stated before, this makes you a very easy target for gunfire, but maybe this can come in handy. You have 4,500 health as 173, and you only really need 1 to survive, right? If we're being completely fair to ourselves, this obviously means that instead of being this insane damage dealer capable of ending anyone's lives with 1 click of the mouse, you should instead be a damage sponge, protecting your team from all the nasty people that try to harm you. How did it miss? This gets amplified even higher when you consider the armor that 173 naturally gets from, you know, being made of concrete. It's pretty durable. Just try to know your limits. You're still mortal. You can't survive everything. Actually, 173 can't survive most things. The 4 best guns in the game just so happen to hit through your armor, or have modes that do so. And the worst part, you can't move! You just have to sit there and tank it like a man, and usually, you can't. 9 times out of 10, whenever I died in these clips, it's because I got too cocky with my HP, and it led me to getting shredded by an entire wave of over 20 NTF. Just know that you aren't in that in the process of learning how you should be playing 173, you will die a lot. Hey, it looks like you made it to the end of the video. I know this is different from what I usually make, so if you liked it, please tell me in some way. And if you didn't, also tell me. I would really like to know if I should keep doing stuff like this. The last video I made blew up so much. Thank you all so much for the support, and because of how it blew up, I was made eligible for memberships on this channel. I expect literally no one to join, but if you do, that would help so much. You just couldn't understand how much that would help me. There are 2 tiers. Don't buy the second one. YouTube forces you to make 2 for some reason. I didn't want to charge over $1 for my membership, so that second tier is only there for laughs. I promise I'm not like this scummy guy that's just trying to scam you out of money. Although I might be, because like there is absolutely nothing locked behind memberships right now. I've spent all month working on this video. I didn't really have enough time to make a memberships only video, so sorry about that. I don't really know what to put on the end here, so